It's the old French idea, vive la différence. I think what you ought to do is not try to be the same as men. After all, I don't think most of us have done a very good job with our lives. But you ought to try to affirm your, what you are as women. And I think the mistake of the women's liberation movement is where they want to be just the same as men, which I'm sure you don't, but they throw out the baby with the bathwater, which is the differences that are in the personality of each, and the well, I still believe in vive la différence. Not at all because la différence makes anybody superior to anybody else, but because life is tremendously more interesting if there are two sexes in it.
So something I should have started out with is, why am I making this? What relevance does it have? What is even the objective of covering any of this? Because the truth of it all is very apparent of what younger people do today. Why? Obviously, sex, satisfaction. It's very easy to grasp all these topics at face value. I just looked online and I couldn't find anything that I guess satisfied a lot of the deeper meanings of all of this. And how I'm trying to tie in, the ideas of Alexis Tyler and the Call Her Daddy podcast. So I'm covering all of this just to give a better breakdown of what's going on, what the repercussions of things like this are, and why I'm not just some bitter sounding boomer with a 14-year-old nasally voice. I'm actually trying to give a little bit of background information, cover the research that's been done on this topic, because actually there's a ton of modern scholarly journals written, studied on this topic specifically. Alcohol usage, hooking up, the repercussions of hooking up, the mental toll it takes to be a more promiscuous person, and why I don't think we should judge anyone. I think the best way to run your moral compass is to judge yourself. It's an inward process. It's not something that you should look outwards and either want to be like someone else or judge other people and develop your moral compass in that way. So I'm going to continue to tie in Alexis Tyler, the Call Her Daddy podcast, as examples. I'm going to cover the science, the research that's been done on this topic, and then I'm also going to give my opinion slightly. I know that's the least interesting part of all of this. The least interesting part of all these videos is me talking, which I completely understand. I'm going to be trying to interweave Alexis Tyler, because god damn it, I love her so much. She is endlessly entertaining. But just to give you a breakdown of what's going on, this is what the videos are going to look like. Not this. Hopefully they're going to improve. But they're going to be me trying to break down what is going on, what I'm seeing, what the research is, and how that research doesn't correspond with how people are behaving. People aren't behaving in their best interests, and I think that's because they're seeing outward influences and trying to replicate it in their own lives, or live a way that they've witnessed this kind of lifestyle, or maybe they see just their peers doing it. Oh God. Maybe they see their peers doing it and they think they're missing out, or want to incorporate, this more spontaneous, exciting lifestyle and live it as their own.